What up, eFam? Kitty here with the Tola Visuals, and today we're going to be talking about the Sony Sony ZV-E10. There, I got it right. First impression was, how freaking cute is this? Now, I know you don't buy cameras based on the adorability scale, but it is nice to know that it is so small and compact. Let me show you. Right here is my clown car, aka my Peak Design Sling 6-liter, and let me show you what I packed in here. We have, of course, the camera with the kit lens, which is the 16-50. Then we got some APS-C lenses. This is the 35. This is the 50. There's more. This is, I think this is the 50. This is the 50. And what is that one? That one's the 24 then. And then last but not least, the 10-18. One of my favorite lenses. I use this pretty much every day on Twitch stream. Yes, as you can see, it all fit in this nice bag. So it was really easy to carry around with me as I was testing this out and shooting everywhere I went. Also, compatible with this camera are these, what are they called? NP-FW50 batteries. These are the batteries I use for my Sony a7R II, so I have a ton of them. Remember these life-draining things? Well, for some reason, when I was testing this all week, I only needed 2 every day. I would get 3 just in case, but I don't know the technicalities of it, but the life was lasting a lot longer, maybe because I was shooting on full frame before, and now this is APS-C, but I was happy and pleasantly surprised. This camera is pretty comparable to their Sony ZV-E10. They also have the same Stormtrooper colorway. You can also compare this to our beloved A6000 series. I feel like we all have a story or a nostalgic moment of those cameras. But if you are looking to upgrade from the ZV-E10 to something with more interchangeable batteries, this would definitely be your next step up, because now you can get all these APS-C lenses, which are really light, really cheap, and really, really small. Compared to like the Sony G Masters that you would get for a full frame, I mean, you could stack and pack these everywhere you go, and you could get primes, which is better for low light, because typically with APS-C cameras, their low light capabilities aren't as good as full frame. Basic specs, if you don't already know, this shoots up to 4K 30 frames and 1080 120 frames, which is something that I was shooting a lot with over the course of my testing. I just got into super slow-mo lately. That's just been my vibe for the summer, so that's what I was rolling with. And surprisingly, it was super, super crispy. I was also super impressed by what they included in this body, because in this tiny thing, we have, not only do we have this microphone on top there with a little wind muff poof, it's like a little bunny tail. They also include an extra little mic port here if you want to add your own shotgun mic, and a headphone jack. What? Typically with APS-C cameras, they don't include both of these features. So it's kind of impressive, and I'm really happy about it. Even my phone doesn't have a headphone jack anymore. RIP. I did mention that I took it around with me, so let me show some of that footage here. Just beware, if you hate vertical videos, spare your eyes, because I shot it all in TikTok form. Let's run the clips. made about 5 to 6 videos in full form, so hopefully you check them out. They will be down below. When I was shooting at sunset, I was surprised because, like I said, the low light capabilities were kind of impressive on this camera. Usually they're very noisy or you can't see as much as you would with a full frame, but I think because I had the prime lenses with me, the footage wasn't so bad at all. I also love the feature, especially if you're using this to vlog yourself. Let me pull it open. When you hit record, oh, I don't have a card. I'll show some B-roll. I love the feature where you hit record, especially when you're recording yourself, that there's a red frame around the screen. So it's not just a tiny little record button. I know maybe sometimes you might miss like, oh shoot, I wasn't recording. God forbid, that's never happened to me. But just in case, you could easily see it now that you're recording at all times. About this color, I do really love it. It looks really clean. However, I did take it knife throwing with me, and I also took it hiking with me where it was like really dusty. So it did get a little bit dirty, but not to worry because this is made out of plastic. It's easy to wipe off, but that's just something to note if you're gonna go the white route. Another thing is that this camera does not have image stabilization. I wanna say it for the people who think it's a deal breaker. IBIS is not necessary. For you in the back, IBIS is not necessary. Why? Because that's what tripods are for, that's what gimbals are for. Also, if you want to go handheld, you can shoot in slow-mo to make it a little bit stable. And they also have active steady shots, which is of course it's gonna crop in a little bit, but it was similar to gimbal smoothness. I was pretty impressed. Those are the solutions if you're still interested in this camera and worry about IBIS. And did I mention it is $700? That's pretty cheap. And expect many, many features that a full frame camera would have, and a little APS-C budget camera is kind of like, you're asking for a little much there. I was trying to find things that I wasn't really liking about this camera, and I was kind of struggling, other than the fact that it did get kind of dirty, and I know people worry about IBIS. But other than that, I did really have a lot of fun shooting on this. It was really easy to take with me wherever I went and bring 5 lenses in my little Peak Design bag. It made it really easy for me to just like pop it out, shoot some cool B-roll. Most of the time I wasn't even planning on shooting, I just had it with me just in case I would see something cool. And the whole couple weeks I had it ended up being like the most fun because it's unplanned shoots, there was no pressure. It was just like me going about my normal day and then capturing the moments. And I think that's what this camera is for, and those are the type of people that might use it. You could also plug this in and use it as a webcam if you use the Imaging Edge app. I know I use that for my Sony RX100 currently, but you can use this as an option if you're a Twitch streamer and need it for Zoom or anything like that too. So it's pretty multi-purpose. I'm not gonna lie, I have been shooting a lot more on APS-C cameras. I know, my full frame cameras are getting a little bit jealous, but I've been shooting a lot more on my Fujifilm X-T4. And even like holding that compared to this now, it feels kind of heavy. I don't know what it is. I know it's blasphemy in the filmmaking world for me to say that APS-C cameras are a lot more fun, but to be honest, they're just simply convenient. All right, there's my thoughts on this little cute camera. I'm sad to give it away, but let me know what you think down below. I'll see you soon. Done. Find me on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. I'll see you there.